guys, so this is going to be a quick video about my haircut and why it's important to get your hair cut or trimmed. So I really didn't know how big of a difference the haircut had made until I flat ironed my hair recently. Like, I knew my styles were looking fuller and better. I loved the shape of it, but when I tell you I saw the difference between when I would flat iron my hair from whenever I first did it 3 years ago up to back in the fall, I think that was the last time I flat ironed it. When I say the difference was crazy, it's crazy. Like how full and how much healthier my ends are. And I was like, you know what? I should have did this a long time ago. I think cutting my hair was probably the best thing I did for my hair. I had no idea. For the most part, I had always trimmed my own hair until I got my hair flat ironed once it hit 3 years. But the search and destroy, like for knots, and the trimming at the end of my twist left my hair uneven, and I feel like it didn't matter because I wore my hair natural most of the time, so whatever it looked like when I trimmed it with my twist in is how I wanted it to look anyway. The best thing I could have done for my hair was to get it cut and shaped. So let's start with 5 benefits of getting your hair cut or getting like a really big trim. Okay, let's start with that. Number 1, healthier ends. It's gonna help you get rid of some of those split ends. And number 2, you're going to have less breakage because you're getting rid of those splits. And number 3 is going to be getting rid of that. It helps you retain length. You know, when growing up, you would always hear, oh, when you cut your hair, it'll grow. Because yeah, that's false because your hair doesn't grow from the ends. But if you are getting your hair trimmed the right way, it'll help you retain length because there's less breakage. So it's not necessarily making your hair grow, but you're retaining length because your hair isn't breaking as much. And when you have split ends and you don't get rid of them, the split travels up the hair shaft. Number 4, it's easy to detangle. I kid you not, it's not like detangling is easier because my ends are, you know, all on the same page. Yeah. And last but not least, it looks fuller, but I was starting to look, I'm like, my twist styles don't look as full. And that was because my hair was gradually getting thinner at the ends. It was starting to taper off. And whenever I got it cut, I was like, oh man, my twist style's banging again. But whenever I flat ironed my hair, that's when I really saw the difference. 5 signs that you need a cut or a trim. So here are 5 things to pay attention to that will let you know whether or not you need a cut or a trim. Number 1. You have visible splits. You see them. You can see the splits. And sometimes you can see like those mid-shaft splits. Ooh, those are ugly. Number 2, when you're detangling, or even if you're just not detangling, your ends are snapping off. Your ends are breaking off. You see the small hairs, not the shed hairs, the long hairs that have the white bulb at the end, but you're starting to see more and more of these smaller hairs coming off on the end. If your hair is breaking off like that, it's time for a trim or cut. Number 3, you have see-through wispy ends, like feathered out ends. That is a pet peeve. Like those wispy see-through ends. Like I remember before I got my hair cut and I was like doing my hair real big and I could kind of see through like this area. Like it was just kind of real thin and I was like, oh, no. I like it nice and full. Number 4, it's not as full. Like your hair, like I said, I knew that, you know, I remember my hair being thicker and feeling fuller, and then a couple years later, I'm like, my hair doesn't seem as full as it used to. It was time I needed a cut and a shape. Number 5, your ends, like they stay just raggedy, like they're dull and dry and crusty. Just, you know, no matter how much you're trying to moisturize them and all the stuff, they just always end up looking dusty. You just maybe time to let those things go. Let them go. So, do you need a trim or a cut? And I'm telling you, not only just, you know, getting rid of the ends, but getting a nice shape. And I love the top heavy. It looks just, I'm loving it. I mean, like, cut my hair. I'm so glad I did it. So don't be afraid. Sometimes we get afraid that because, oh my gosh, my hair is growing to my bra strap or my hair is getting longer. We're afraid to let go of so much length, but man, a lot of hair is not breaking off because I've cut those ends, and I am now going to get regular trims by a professional. Like maybe every 4 months, I say. Maybe I may go see what she has says about, you know, like this. It's about to be pretty much 3 months now, and I just love how it feels, like the fresh ends and how my styles look, that the length will come. It'll come with it. So I hope these tips, the benefits, and the signs have helped you. Hey guys, head on over to the platform and check out our postcards episode. Please be sure to like and comment and let us know where you're from. We're repping Houston, Texas. And thanks guys for watching, and God bless.